I'm going to go and show you a method of how you can get your touchscreen to work if you're having the issue where the bottom row of the touchscreen is unresponsive. You're not able to touch on any of the buttons, but the rest of the screen works fine. A big disclaimer before we start. I don't know if this will void your warranty. So if your bike is still in warranty, I highly suggest you message Peloton about the issue. This is mainly for people whose bike is outside of warranty or you bought it secondhand like I did. I'm not responsible if you mess up your bike, break your bike. This workaround worked for me. I've been using it for months now, so you should be fine. So here I've actually got the workaround enabled, and you can see now that if I run my finger all the way down to the bottom, I'm able to touch these buttons at the bottom here. And I can touch the rest of the screen as well. So how does the workaround work? So you can basically see back on the main screen that what we've done is actually offset the screen space that the Peloton app uses and raised it by 25 pixels so that the bottom bar is now raised above the area of the touchscreen that's now dead. This means that you'll be able to access all of these tabs correctly, and there's no real impact to what it looks like in classes as well. Everything still looks fine and in proportion. So how do we go around actually implementing the workaround? So you're going to need two things, a USB to USB-C cable. Also, I'm going to be using a Macbook, but I'm pretty sure the method's going to be exactly the same on Windows, but you'll just need to Google how to download the right software and what the commands might slightly differ on Windows. So the first thing we need to do is put the Peloton bike into developer mode. Now this is the bit that could void your warranty. So if you are in warranty, like I said before, I'd suggest contacting Peloton instead. If you're out of warranty, it probably doesn't matter anyway. But obviously I take no responsibility for any damage, whatever. I've done it and it's perfectly fine. So do it at your own risk, I guess. So to do this, we're going to go to the settings menu from the home screen in the top right. Tap on that and click device settings. We'll be brought to this screen. Now we want to press System, press About, scroll down to where it says Build Number, and we want to keep tapping this button, and then it will say You're now developer. So I've got the issue here where I can't actually go back a page now, even with the workaround implemented. This bar is still doesn't work for some reason on the settings menu, so I'm going to have to reset my Peloton now and then come back into the settings app. So I'll do that now quickly. So I've reset the tablet and I'm now back at the home screen. So I'm going to go to settings again, device settings, system, and now I should have a new button here menu called developer options. So I'm going to tap on that. And now we've got developer mode turned on. So if we scroll down, we're looking for one setting, which is called USB debugging. So we want to make sure that that's tapped on. So turn it on, press OK. So this has already come up. This has come up because I've actually already got my MacBook connected from the USB slot in the back to my MacBook here. But this might not come up for you if you haven't got the cable connected yet. So go ahead and connect your cable from your MacBook to your Peloton bike, and you should see this coming up, this message come up. You want to go ahead and press Allow. And now that that's done, we can actually swap over to the MacBook, and I'll show you the commands that need to be done on the MacBook. So the piece of software that we want to use to be able to actually do the offsetting on the Peloton tablet is called Android Platform Tools. So it's part of the Homebrew ecosystem. So the first thing we want to do is launch a new terminal window on the MacBook and install Homebrew. So I actually already have Homebrew installed, but I'll post this link to the Stack Overflow page where it shows you how to install Homebrew. It's simply just a line of code that you copy and paste into terminal and press enter. If not, just Google how to install Homebrew on Mac. It's pretty simple to do. And once you've done that, come back here. And then we want to run this. So once you've got Homebrew installed, we want to run this line of code, which is brew install Android Platform Tools. Now I've already got it installed, so we'll see what happens if I run it again. It looks like it's just downloading it again, so that's fine. You'll see what happens. Okay, cool. So that successfully was installed. So you should have your, like I said earlier, your Peloton bike and your MacBook should be connected now via USB-C. You might get a pop-up that says, let me see if I can do it now. You might get a little pop-up that says, would you like connect to this device? And it will give some number that's referencing your Peloton bike, and you want to just press allow on the Macbook screen. It's not coming up for me here because I've already done it. So now that we've got Android platform tools installed, if we type in the command there, adb devices, we should see that there's a device been found. So this is the Peloton bike, your Peloton bike from earlier. And so the command that we want to run to be able to offset the screen is, again, I'll have this in the description of the video, but it's a adb shell wm overscan 00025. And what this basically means is that it's pushing the bottom of the screen up by 25 pixels. So we can avoid that area of dead real estate, the dead touchscreen. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter on there, and I'll jump back to the camera and show you what that looks like on the Peloton screen. All right, so now we're back looking at the Peloton screen, and this is before the workaround's been put in. So you can see here that none of this is accessible down here. I can't touch any of this. However, if I press enter on the command I just showed you on the terminal, you'll see that the bar has now been moved up, and we can now interact with the screen as we need to. I found that 25 pixels up is the optimal one. If you go any higher than that, it does cause some weird graphical issues in the classes. It's also really important that after you have done the change here and you've changed it to 25 and you're happy with the result, that you go back into the settings menu, system, developer options, and you turn developer mode off. I ran into some issues before where I was getting a lot of glitching in classes, a lot of buttons were flashing and looking off, and that was because I had developer mode still on. So make sure that that's turned off, and you should be good to go. Leave any comments if you have any trouble, and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks.